Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to today's edition of Read Tifos, where I take old stories I've narrated and update them to modern audio standards. This particular story is called On the Human Condition, written by C_23. Why are you humans the way that you are? Vanber finally burst out. She had been trying to communicate that question in more delicate ways, but it didn't seem to be working. The barest hint of a smirk showed in Natalie's face. What exactly do you mean? It's just, I've seen you be so defiant in the face of challenge, so generous, proactively generous at your own expense. Vanber took a sip of her deuterium water. I mean, random example. Just last year, a human charity from Europa and Titan crowdfunded something like 3 billion credits to help the next D people recover from those volcanic eruptions. I admire it. I appreciated it. But I just don't get it. Natalie shrugged. The Naxti have always been sweet to us. She paused for a moment. Anyways, I think you're overselling us. Humans have proven to be evil so many times. We've fought our own for 10,000 years. We've just gotten a little more wise since then. But there's still murder, kidnapping, crime, drugs, and all the rest. We have such intense capacity for cruelty sometimes. Everyone has their bad. Everyone has their good. I'm not calling you a perfect species. That's impossible. But humans, above every other group I've ever met or heard of, seem almost aggressively benevolent. You rage against injustice. You protest for rights of people you have barely even met. You scream until your last breath about the virtue of truth and freedom. There are those bad humans, yes, but I'd wager for every bad there's 300 good. So again I ask, why are you the way that you are? We of the Arkan species are fair and kind and just to ourselves, that is true. We have unity and order. But we never even had the concept of charity until you humans came along. I just don't get it. Vanber, embarrassed at her passion, settled back into her chair. Natalie started. There is a concept we have. It's called the human condition. It sort of means, it encompasses everything human beings encounter in life. It is our curse. It is our pain, our suffering, our fear. Everything good you see in us, every generosity and love, is born from our suffering. It is the rise of darkness that gives purpose to the light. Natalie took a long sip of her now cold tea. I'm sorry if I'm getting crazy philosophical, but it goes like this. My brain somehow evolved to be imperfect. I naturally produce an imbalance in my brain chemicals, and it fucks me up. I can rip all the emotion from my life. It can pull me down into the depths of anxious fear. We call it depression. Something like 20% of us humans have it. And a whole host of humans have different but kind of similar problems. There are days, weeks, months in my life where it is a fight to get out of bed, a fight to go bathe, a fight to go about my day, to go work. It can be a fight to do anything. My own brain screams discouragement at me, and I have to work against that for every single breath. It can be torment. Natalie's eyes refocused on Vanber. Do you guys have anything like that? Vanber looked back with wide eyes. No, not even a little bit. I don't even know what to say. Natalie waved off her pity. It's fine. It's what we are. That pain is why we are the way we are. That's your answer. I still don't think I quite get it, Vanber replied quietly. It goes something like this, I think. When you have been into the darkness and come back to the light, you begin to understand suffering. You begin to hate it, to feel in you the desire to fight back with everything you've got. I'm kind because, I understand the pain that comes from inside. I'm kind to people to keep them in the light of the happiness and joy, and peace from the burdens of the mind as much as I can, Natalie spoke with calm intensity. Human beings do good things because we experience the madness of our own human condition. Most of us roam through life, our naivety battered to death by our own dark emotions, and fight to preserve it in others. Natalie looked in Vanber's eyes and smiled weakly before saying, Let us shoulder some of your burdens. We have faced plenty before. It makes us feel like we matter. End of story. I'd greatly like to thank our Tier 5 channel members, Caspar Arnholt, John Creighton, Manatharia, 050, Dragzoon WRE, and Elijah Silvercross. Thank you very much.